If you want to instantly improve your ability to win more gunfights, focusing on being a more aggressive player is the key to reaching that next level of skill. That being said, aggression doesn't always mean that you're just running at your opponent. Aggression is based on taking control of a situation so that it plays out on your terms. So whether it's when or how you engage, these 3 tips for how to be a more aggressive player are imperative to improving in any Call of Duty. You know what to do, so let's hop right into the first tip, which is challenge early. Now, that statement alone sounds odd, but allow me to explain. If you are holding an objective or a line of sight waiting to get pushed by an enemy player, you are more likely to lose that gunfight if the opponent comes jumping or sliding into your view because of camera delays. Keep in mind that between disparities in internet connection, game processing, and screen refresh rates, the player moving into a line of sight can sometimes have the upper hand in a gunfight, or as some people call it, peeker's advantage. This is especially the case if they are slide canceling or jumping, as it breaks your camera, meaning they end up seeing you a few milliseconds before you see them, which with Vanguard's time to kill can feel like getting sniped with an automatic weapon. So if you're trying to defend a position, keep in mind that the best defense is a good offense, meaning if you know that someone is about to push you, they are going to expect you to be sitting in a corner holding a line of sight, and by subverting their expectations and challenging them before they enter that line of sight, it'll throw them off because they're likely sprinting right at it. So don't wait for someone to push you, force them to take the gunfight earlier than they expect. Moving on to tip number 2, re-challenge straight away. Now, this is highly situational because you don't get a lot of drawn out gunfights in Vanguard due to the fast time to kill, but in specific situations it can be very effective. Anytime you are in a drawn out gunfights where both of you are tagged up or maybe out of bullets, make the enemy player think that you've backed down to reload or regain health. And as they do the same, although you too might be vulnerable, this is when you strike. Even if you're out of bullets, pull out your pistol and go for the kill. Re-challenging early is also a great option if you know that you're likely going to die because you're either extremely weak, getting pushed by multiple enemies, or are just not in an advantageous position. In the instances where you know that you're going to be eliminated, don't run away and just fully commit to the gunfight. It's in these moments that you could end up surprising yourself, and besides, it's always better to go down with a fight. That leads straight into tip number 3, reposition mid gunfight. And this ties into the last because if you come to re-challenge, use the pieces of cover and obstacles on the map to change your position and re-engage from a different angle, or push up and engage them from a closer position than before. It's also effective to fake a reposition where you make him think that you're going around the cover, but you just re-challenge from the same angle. Either way, keep your opponent guessing. The most effective reposition in my opinion, and the one that you can have a lot of fun with, is to retreat with the goal of finding a way to wrap them and then engage them from behind from a completely different angle, or better yet, a completely different elevation. This is of course situational, but familiarize yourself with the map so much so that you can do this on the fly and successfully catch your opponent off guard. In summation, aggression is all about being unpredictable, yet intentional, and forcing your opponent to take a gunfight on your terms. Don't just wait for an enemy player to push you, because you're then handing control over the situation to them. Check out this video if you want tips on more effective ways to engage in a gunfight and win more of them. But that does it for today's video. I'll see you tomorrow on day 12 of 30 of posting every day. You know what to do. My name is Drew, this was Sablehound. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, I want to be famous.